out this way. Names on a billboard, faces that fade. Dust road, courthouse, same last names on the wall. Judge playing golf with the sheriff, everybody acting like they don't see it all. People go missing, they shrug, guess they just packed up and left town. Mama still setting one extra plate, empty chair at the table when the sun goes down.
I cover cases in Carolina, I'm proud to call it out loud. You can't silence our voices, we gon' scream, we gon' shout.
Yeah, unsolved crimes and homicides, corruption, deceit in their eyes. In the Carolinas, that old boy rule, I stay on my toes to bring you the news. Strangers lurk in the dark, wrong turn, lose heart. They file one report, then they tear it apart. Check the cams, nothing there, why the tape get cut. Got a badge, got a buddy, so the trail jam shut. We share cases, talk facts, not fear. If they hide one truth, we drag 10 more here. Past due justice, interest on the pain. Say your name on the mic, make it ring like rain.
Screens glow in the kitchen late, we connect these dots, they erase. From the back roads to your front gate, we refuse to look away.
These unsolved cases, we always call it out loud.
You can't silence our voices, we gon' scream, we gon' shout.
Unsolved crimes and homicides, corruption, deceit in their eyes. In the Carolinas, that old boy rule, I stay on my toes to bring you the news.
If you've been wrong, we'll hear you. If they buried the file, we'll dig. From small town rumors to big time lies, here we stand together, we ain't scared. Name by name, story by story, we turn that fear into glory. Locals in Carolinas, we the ones that call it out loud. You can't silence our voices, we gon' scream, we gon' shout. Unsolved crimes and homicides, corruption, deceit in their eyes. In the Carolinas, that old boy rule, I stay on my toes to bring you the news.
Warning. This episode contains content that may be disturbing or sensitive to listeners. Discretion is advised.
Whispers on the wind, names carved in the bark, echoes in the pines, voices light in the dark. Posters on poles, prayers folding in hands, a digital trail, footprints in the sand. They ain't gone, no, not lost to the breeze. We stitch the stories in the roots of these trees. Hey,
We started a game we never got to finish.
raise a lantern,
I was just fooling about.
every face, every name
I
we
wasn't.
turn. A world apart, yeah, we all align, searching together through echoes in the pines. Searching together through echoes in the pines. Threads on the feet, hearts beating as one. Sister to brother, every daughter, every son. Screens glowing blue, fingers scrolling for hope. Holding on tight to another land rope. Voices calling louder than the night. Through the stillness, we ignite the fight. Raise a lantern, let it burn. Every face, every name we turn. A world apart, yeah, we all
Are you ready? The time has come. Let the show begin. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
The older you do get, the more rules are gonna try to get you to follow. You just gotta keep living, man. Livin.
Hey, everybody. My name is Dutchess, and this is where we talk about true crime and missing cases. Thank you guys for joining me on this Sunday. I apologize that I had to switch my stream over from yesterday, but the Duke and I did not get home until late because the Duke played in a disc golf tournament and he placed second. So we had a busy day and I did not get home until later. So we are going to talk about some cases. I have some flyers that I need shared out. You guys can find these flyers on my community wall on YouTube. You can also find them on my Facebook page, which is Dutchess Discussions. If you guys are over there on Facebook, I will have Nightbot to drop my Facebook link so that you guys can follow me over there. I think we've got about over 5,000 followers over on Facebook. So these are cases in the Carolinas, North and South Carolina. And I've got some updates on a couple of things that's going on here in the Carolinas that I want to keep you guys informed of. I hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend. It was 78 degrees here at the beach yesterday, and we really enjoyed it. So I'm so glad to see you guys. Happy 2026. Welcome back. We're still going to be talking about cases sometimes here in the Carolinas. I'm still making flyers. I still have people reach out to me, but I do have a couple of updates that I want to give you before we get started. I don't know if you guys have seen it on my community wall, but I did want to clarify very quickly when we do get started about the fundraiser that we did for Sebastian, because I did get an email and I have had other people email me as well. So for anybody that has not seen that, I do want to clarify that. Then we're going to talk briefly about January being Human Trafficking Month, and we're going to go over some information about that. And then we're going to share some case updates. We're going to share some flyers, and then I have a couple of crimes and some cold cases that I just want to share out. So if you guys do see any of those cases or flyers on my community wall or Facebook, if you could please share those out, it would really mean so much to these families. So I want to go over here to the chat and welcome everybody in, and then we're going to get started. So I hope everybody is doing well. And shout out to the mods. Thank you, Nightbot. We have the fastest wrenches in these streets. And let me tell you, these streets are crazy. You got to have good mods around here. We're fixing to go to the moon. Y'all buckle up. Make sure you got your helmets and all that stuff. Rubber Ramada, you like those songs? Well, thank you. I wrote those and I actually put in my own lyrics. And I think they turned out pretty good. So I'm pleased with SUNO. That is the AI songwriting app that I use to write all of my music. So I appreciate that. And as you can see, Nightbot is also dropping the fair use disclaimer, which was also in the beginning. And I did also play the warning because there's a couple of things that we're going to talk about, and I'll try to give you guys a heads up before we get into that in case you need to tap out for a minute or come back, later on in the stream, because some of these things that we may talk about could be unsettling. And I know that may bother some people. So I always like to give you guys a heads up. It's good to see you, Blank Screen. I hope that you're doing good. I wish Betty would leave you alone. She aggravates me so bad. Betty, I know you're listening. I know you want to wear my skin. You will never be me. I just hope that you can get your shit together in 2026 and try to do better for these missing cases. Deep breaths, everybody. Hey, Hannah UK. It's so good to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. Who else we got here? Hey, Michelle. Michelle, I know you've been sick, honey. I did text you because I wanted to check on you because I thought you might still be resting. Michelle still feels like crap, but she's here listening. Well, listen, you need to rest. Y'all say a prayer for Michelle. She has been sick for quite some time. So I hope you feel better, sis. If you need anything, shoot me a text and let me know. Hey, Rhonda R60, it's so good to see you. I hope you had a fantastic holiday. Hey, Shauna M2, I've been thinking about you. I hope you and the grandkids are doing well. Thank you so much for being here. I don't want to miss anybody. Hey, Lee the Bee. How are you? It's good to see you. I saw that, OG Earthy, and I did share that update on my community wall on YouTube as well as on Facebook that Ryan Davis out of Oklahoma was found safe, and it has been verified. I did see it on Facebook from the OSBI. That's the State Bureau of Investigation in Oklahoma. I'm sure that young man has a story to tell. So this is not over. I'm just very, very, very pleased that he is okay and that he is alive, and sending all of my thoughts and prayers for him, for sure. Hey, Carl, it's good to see you. I appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Oh, it is funny. Y'all, she's mad. She's just mad because I privated some of my Sebastian Rogers content intentionally because I saw what she was doing. And so I made a decision because it's my content. I can do what I want. It's America. I have that First Amendment right. And when I saw that she was going to try to monetize the pain off of a missing child's family once again by using my content, I decided to take that power away from her by privating, because I'm not I don't care if I make money off of it or not. It's here nor there. So I just decided to private all of my content except for the most recent stream that I did on him, as well as the very first interview. But I privated a bunch of other stuff, and that really got her going, and I was here for it. She's big mad. She wants me to put it back out publicly. She thinks Chris and Katie asked me to private it. She also, I think, said some other things that she thinks I'm hiding information in these streams. And then she also said she had it downloaded. So, Betty, if you've got it downloaded, honey, you just need to go ahead and play it then. Like, just get to work. Do whatever it is you do and keep asking people to send you a new computer and all. Just stay over there. You got plenty of stuff to do. Clemson girl, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. She's a whole mess. So now let's talk about this fundraiser. I got an email from the DFG group, and that is the charity that works through YouTube when I'm able to pick who I can set my fundraiser through with YouTube. And I did receive an email from them, and I'm sure if you donated to that particular fundraiser, you probably would have received an email as well. Let me get my banner going here. There we go. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to, I don't think I uploaded it, but we can go over to my community wall. Let me see if I can find it on my community wall and I can show it to you guys. So you can see it, but if you want to see it for yourself, of course, you can go over there. I'll also put that in the Discord for my members that are over there in my Discord. Okay, yeah, here we go right here. Okay, let me share my screen. Rubber says, Dutch, you got subliminal messages in your stream we need to know about. Wait a minute. I've got subliminal messages. Rhonda R, yes, I believe in that. For sure. For sure. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you're doing good, Shauna M. You're on our prayer list. That's what's freaking PHP. Probably. Okay, so if we go over here to my community wall, this was 3 days ago, and I had to drive out of state to meet with my mom's physicians and my family. And so I was on the road all day, had to go, and then I had to turn right around and drive back. It was exhausting pretty much. But on this post, I said, hey, y'all, I'm currently traveling out of state. I just saw this email that was sent to me this morning regarding the Sebastian Rogers fundraiser for the American Autism Association. And I tagged Nonsense Clue and Chico. I have reached out to YouTube for clarification on what happened because YouTube did not contact me. YouTube still has not contacted me back since I emailed them. And I also did reach out to the organization to ask why their 50c3 was no longer eligible for the fundraiser. And their information is at this link right here, myautism.org /donate. And it shows where they are a 501c3. And I did say that I would keep you all informed as soon as I get a response back. I have not received a response back. However, someone did tell me that they recently also did a fundraiser similar to this, and the same thing happened. And the ineligibility actually comes from the association themselves. It has nothing to do with YouTube. It has nothing to do with me. So they are asking people, if you want your money, your donation that you sent to be forwarded to another charity, you just have to email them where you would like that money to go. Now, I can't see your comments. I'm going to have to go over here to my phone. So if you got an email, please do let me know. Elizabeth, I did send you the email that I got. But this is to the DFG group, and I'm going to be forwarding all of my donations to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And of course, this is the fundraiser, and we raised $2,427. And our cause was to honor missing Sebastian Rogers from Tennessee while educating people about missing persons, resources, and sharing factual information about his case. And here you can see on this particular this is when it came in at 9:50 a.m. Yes, my name is Kurskin. Yes, I'm not worried about it. Listen, I've already been doxxed out here. Okay, that is the EIN number right here for the American Autism Association. Right here, I donated $75. And it's no longer eligible. This EIN is no longer eligible to receive funds through their program due to ineligibility. It has nothing to do with me. And then you can see, I believe I included the bottom part, which says, please reply to this email with your new selection within 30 days, and we'll ensure your donation is redirected promptly. If there is no response, we will redirect funds to a charity similar to your original donation. Thank you for your generosity and continued support, the Good Support Team. So if you received an email, you can select where you would like your donations to go. It doesn't have anything to do with me or anything that I did or even anything that YouTube did. Sometimes there is a compliance paperwork and things that these 501c3s have to complete in order to stay active and have their 501c3 be featured and eligible for YouTube. And if they do not do that, then they become ineligible. So I just wanted to let you know, hey, allegedly speculating. It's good to see you had a great live today. I'm so, glad to hear about Ryan Davis being located, and I appreciate you covering that. So I just wanted to let you know that I did receive an email. This EIN does match over here. As you can see, it's the same number here for the American Autism Association out of Miami, Florida. So I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that, so that you can see that it is the same one, and you can see that it is, in fact, the American Autism Association that we did the YouTube fundraiser for. Does anybody have any questions? I'm sure these snafus happen. I don't know how often they happen. This is the very first fundraiser that I've done. If Nonsense was here, maybe she could tell me if she's ever had this issue with any of her fundraisers. In the future, I will probably just, our next fundraiser we'll set it to Nick Mick. So, unless there's another fundraiser that you guys, we can always have you guys take a vote. What our next one will be, but we'll certainly do another one this month. Does anybody have any questions before we move on from this? Screenshot it all, whatever you need. This is posted on my community wall. I'm not worried about doxing myself. Listen, my name is my name. I've already been doxed out here. I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is the people who donated. I want to make it very clear that I was informed the same day that I got this email. I was on the road, so I had to pull over and get something to eat. I was checking my emails. I saw this. I decided to go ahead and make a post. Now, somebody did tell me that J for Justice also received an email and that she made a community post. And I guess they thought maybe she was saying something negative, but honestly, she wasn't. She was just posting basically the same thing that I did. Like, she donated to in honor of Sebastian, and she wanted to make sure people knew, hey, if you want your money to go to a certain charity, you need to email them back and make sure you let them know. I don't think Jay was taking a jab at me or anything like that. Like, these things happen. It doesn't have anything personal to do with me. So, hey Cash, it's good to see you. Hello, Roses Fall, Thorns Remain. Hope you are well. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you're having a great weekend. Okay, moving on. Next on the agenda. Hey, Gina, it's good to see you. You know who I am in real life. It's good to see you. Thank you for sending me a message. When I get off, I'll definitely check it. Gosh, thank you for being a member for 20 months. I see that we had some other members. Let's celebrate some of our members. Let me get over here so we can play our little my member song for you guys. I got to get down here to my little video clips.
Seatbelts, everyone! Double Dutch bus coming down the street.
Rubber Ramada, thank you for being a member for 8 months. OG Earthy, thank you for being a member for 11 months. Cash, thank you for being a member for 20 months. And Michelle is always going to be the queen. Where is Elizabeth Lander? Elizabeth Lander, are you in the building? Elizabeth Lander, are you in the building?
'Cause I be rapping gang, 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 gang. Posted with the gang, 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 gang.
Thank you, Michelle, for supporting the Dutch Bus for 40 months. I really appreciate you, sis. That really means the world to me. Allegedly Speculating, thank you so much for supporting 13 months. We are so glad to
The older
have
you
you.
do get, the more rules are gonna try to get you to follow. You just gotta keep living, man. LIVIN.
Thank you, allegedly. I really appreciate you so very much. Hey, Peekaboo, it's good to see you. Hey, Teresa. I know you do. It's so good to see you, girl. I hadn't seen you in a long time. I'm so glad you found me over here. Now, listen, we're going to jump in and talk about some flowers, but first, let's talk about something that is really important that we talk about every January. This is 4 years that I've had my channel, and every January, about the time that I celebrate my birthday, we talk about human trafficking. And I live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'm originally from the Piedmont, which is the triad of North Carolina. But human trafficking is happening everywhere, all across the United States. And I cannot tell you that when I go out to pass out missing flyers here in Myrtle Beach or hang up missing flyers, I will ultimately have a conversation with someone that still believes that human trafficking doesn't exist. They believe that that is something that exists in a movie. They believe that this is something that is like a psyop, that this isn't real. And the stats show that that is not true at all. And I just wanted to play this video that was featured on WCNC, which is out of Charlotte. And this is talking a little bit about Human Trafficking Month. And I wanted to play a couple of videos because I feel like it's very important. So let's check out this video, and I want you guys to take a listen to it. And then we're going to talk just a little bit about that before we share some missing flyers. Now, y'all let me know if you can hear it once we get started, okay? I'll be watching chat on my phone. And while y'all in here, y'all make sure to hit the like and share this out. All right, here we go.
Well, January is National Human Trafficking Prevention Month, and this Saturday, January 11th, marks National Human Trafficking Awareness Day. Erica Reed is the acting section chief with the Blue Campaign. This is at the Department of Homeland Security Center for Countering Human Trafficking. Erica, thank you so much for joining us here this morning.
Yes, thank you for having us.
I would be remiss, since your office does fall under the Department of Homeland Security, following yesterday's ICE significant operation in Minneapolis, resulting in a major tragedy. Can you help our viewers understand perhaps maybe the distinction between immigration enforcement and what your office does?
Well, unfortunately, I don't have enough information on that. But what I could tell you is what we do at the Blue Campaign. So here at the Blue Campaign, we are a national public awareness campaign. Our job is to educate the public on how to recognize and report possible cases of human trafficking.
All right, very good. So how can this crime be happening in our own communities without folks realizing it?
I think first understanding what human trafficking is. So human trafficking, of course, is a crime. It's a crime of exploiting a person, meaning using a person. And they're doing it either by force, fraud, and or coercion. And quite often people assume that human trafficking is just and only kidnapping. So what it could look like in your community is maybe someone is on a job and they're not allowed to take breaks. Maybe it could possibly be someone controlling someone's ID, their phone, or maybe their movements while they're in public. Another one, it could look like either bruising, or it could just be, let's talk about younger people. Like if there's a younger person who has met someone and they now have unexplained gifts or expensive gifts. So those are just some of the things that people can look out for when it comes to human trafficking.
What are some of the other bigger misconceptions, I should say, that you encounter? And what are we getting wrong about this crime?
Some of the big misconceptions that we see here at the Blue Campaign is that human trafficking involves movement, and that's not true in a sense. Human trafficking, it can happen in your home. It can happen in your city and even your neighborhood, and you never have to leave. So a lot of times people assume trafficking, human trafficking, deals with movement, but it actually is about the exploitation of a person. Another one could be that.
Exactly. And that is what I have to tell people all the time here at the beach. You never know when you look at somebody, just because it doesn't seem like, oh, this looks normal to me, you just never know what might actually be happening in that situation. That's why awareness is so important.
The culprit has to be an older gentleman and it's a younger girl or a younger woman that is being victimized by the crime. And we want people to understand that human trafficking can happen to anyone and that the trafficker can be anyone. And for example, maybe it's a business that's trafficking their employees, or maybe it's a parent who traffics their child. So those are some misconceptions. Another one is that people assume that it doesn't happen here in the United States. It is happening here in the United States. If it is happening to anyone, if the traffickers can be anyone, then we have to know that it happens everywhere. So those are like three big misconceptions that we see here at the Blue Campaign.
Yeah, over 25 million, 27 million worldwide are victims of trafficking, millions of them here in the US. I want to go back to it not being a stranger, not the typical what we think of the movies, an older man. Sometimes we see in the headlines, right? A stranger or an older person. How does this happen when it is someone we know, a coworker or a family member?
Sometimes it could be, once again, we go back to force, fraud, and coercion. Yes, it could be force used in a sense of maybe physical restraint, physical abuse, but it also could be fraud. Fraud is another one where it's all about the tricky lies, if we could say, or deception, false promises, maybe false promises of love, maybe working.
Let me stop it right there, because this makes me think of so many cases that I have covered, including a recent case. Put a one in the chat if you guys remember on Thanksgiving when a young lady came into my chat and she said, my mom is missing. She has dementia and she thinks that she's getting married to Elon Musk. And she's trying to go from Georgia to Texas. Brenda Stapleton. Y'all remember that? You know what? Because she knew Trump was president and what the date was, the cops let her go. And she has a cognitive impairment. But what brought her from Georgia to Texas was somebody catfishing her, that they were going to promise her that they were going to take care of her because they were wanting her money. And see, that is very concerning to me. This is also what they consider to be a form of human trafficking, under the guise of trying to manipulate people for their money. And see, that scares me. And no, I have not heard any updates on Miss Brenda. In fact, I did reach out to her daughter, and I'm hoping that she'll be able to give me an update, because I'm so very worried. Because y'all know my mom has dementia and it scares me. The last person that I ever want to ever have to make a flyer for is my own mother. But this happens more than we think, and it really happens a lot with children. And just like Michelle said in the chat, my neighbor is 36 and has the mind of a 12-year-old, and we all had to stop it from happening to her. Michelle, I will never forget when you called me and told me what was transpiring with your neighbor. That is such a scary feeling. Hey, Army Brat. Hey, Lily. It's so good to see you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Thanks for joining us. These conversations are very important. And listen, maybe we don't all agree. This channel is not about politics. We may vote differently. We may see things differently, but this channel is not an echo chamber. Here we have important conversations. We're not here to attack each other. We can all have a difference of opinion about things, but the one thing that most of us stand together on, regardless of all of these outlying things, no matter what our religion is, no matter what our political stance is, we have to protect people, especially the children, especially people that are elderly and that have dementia, people that are not able to defend themselves. These people go out and prey on people specifically, anyone that's vulnerable. It has to stop. It has to stop. And that's where we have to say, you know, all of this other BS aside, right is right and wrong is wrong.
And in deplorable conditions. And another one is coercion. Coercion could be the threats. It could be threats. It could also be shame. It could be all about the psychological manipulation. So yes, a person can be physically restrained, but in many cases, it could be psychological manipulation that happens over time in a gradual process when it comes to human trafficking.
All right, let's talk about this Saturday. Like I said, it is Human Traffic Awareness Day and promoting hashtag Wear Blue Day. Why awareness initiatives are important like this one?
So awareness leads to action. So on Sunday, we want people to put on their blue. Make sure you take a poster, whether it's with your family, your friends, even your pets. If you don't want to take a picture of your kids, you can always take a picture of like gloves or socks as well. But post that picture. And when you post it, make sure you put hashtag Wear Blue Day. And like I said, awareness leads to action. And those actions could be maybe a candid conversation with the younger person in your life, or maybe it could be your grandparents or your aunts and uncles wanting to learn more about human trafficking. Or if you have friends that are following you, or even your neighbors that follow you and say, thanks for bringing this to my attention. I've noticed this is happening here, and they may want to report it. Or there's a person who's not even aware that they're being trafficked now knows what human trafficking is, and they know that there are people out there in solidarity with them, and they will report as well.
Anything?
And today I am wearing my blue sweatshirt. Hubby is wearing his blue sweatshirt. So, you know, every year we try to make sure that we're doing everything that we can. You know, we're sharing flyers today. That's why we're doing this. You know, I wanted to do it yesterday so we could get this out in advance. But this is such an important topic that we need to make sure that more people are aware that's happening. Because when I think about cases, even like Sebastian Rogers' case, I often wondered when I first spoke to Chris and Katie on my live stream for that initial interview they gave to me so graciously to tell me about their missing child in Tennessee. One of my very main questions that I wanted to know was, does Sebastian game? Does anybody monitor his internet? Sebastian is a high-functioning autistic young man. He is not a baby. He is a teenager, y'all. He is a teenager. He just turned 17. But he's big into gaming. And I often wonder, is it possible that he was lured or that someone was talking to him on these games? And these are some of the things that we are going to talk about right now. So I have a couple of things here that I want to share with you. Let me get over here to my assets so I can get these pulled up. January is National Human Trafficking Awareness Month, and together we can break the chains of human trafficking. Speak up and take action. Be well informed. Use your social media platforms to raise awareness using the hashtags #EndTrafficking and #FreedomFirst. Become a mentor to someone in need and learn how human traffickers target and recruit the youth. Now, this is one of the things that I learned from a local law enforcement office back home where I'm from in North Carolina. Think about this. Where do child predators hide? If you still think in this white van is where they are finding your kids, then the next two slides are probably going to shock you. Because in plain sight, this is now the predator playground right here. When I was a kid growing up in the 70s, we didn't have cell phones. This was not an issue. Now, don't think that there still wasn't things that, stranger danger was still there and it didn't disappear. Let me take this banner down so you can see the bottom. Stranger danger didn't actually just disappear. It just moved to a different location, guys. Now, when I was a kid in the 70s, our parents warned us about strangers like at the playground. And today, the playground is digital. And the strangers have usernames. They have avatars. They have friendly conversations. These apps are platforms that teens themselves have told police that creeps are using to message them, solicit photos, and share obscene content. These same platforms consistently appear in cyber tip line reports related to online exploitation, according to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Predators no longer wait near swings and slides. They wait in game chats, private messages, disappearing photos, and friend requests that feel harmless. And this list right here that's got Facebook, Instagram, Fortnite, Reddit, it's got OnlyFans, it's got Telegram, it's got Monkey. I don't even know what that is. TikTok, Twitch, X, Omegle, Snapchat, YouTube, what is that? Roblox, Kick, Spotify. I don't even know what Wiz is. There's a lot. Some of these I've never even seen before. But just like before, these chats don't start with danger. They start with attention. They start with validation. They start with secrecy. Exactly. Hey, Sane Outlaw, it's good to see you. I agree, Hannah. I agree. Parental controls are important, and so is not leaving your kids unsupervised playing games. I do agree. OG Earthy says there are ways to lock down your devices from your children accessing these sites. Yes. Gypsy, that remains. It's good to see you. Johnny Ghosh's parents came and talked to us in grade school, junior high, first of the milk carton photos. Yeah. That's been a long time ago, but I do remember because I am that old. So, yes. Peekaboo said, facts, and kids raised online or by the internet, their realities are skewed. They have no idea how dangerous it can truly be. Predators know who to prey upon. That's for sure. Chico's, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday. Cash says, exactly, Dutchess. Educate your kids and you're vulnerable online. Educate your kids to notice signs in peers who do not know or have the home life. That's exactly right. You never know what somebody else might be going through. Rubber Ramada says, I still monitor my 24-year-old autistic son online and forever will. Bless you, Rubber Ramada. You're doing the right thing. Cash says, encourage children snitching ain't getting stitching. Whistle blow and encourage to report. I agree with that, Cash, because you could save somebody's life. D, it's good to see you. The scary thing is our children navigate the internet better than some parents. And listen, these kids, it's like having a phone. We did run through cornfields, Gina. Gina and I did. We did. We're real life. We used to run around together and get in so much trouble. But those were the best days. And now this is This is where this is. From being out on the streets and meeting an actual stranger face to face, this is the new reality right here. And like I said, it doesn't start with danger. It starts with that attention, the validation, the secrecy. This isn't about banning every app, though. Okay, that's not what this is about. Yeah, this is the other thing that I was just reading. And here is a great list right here from the Blue campaign, and I did drop their link in the chat. But this isn't about banning every app. It's about moving from stranger danger to educated and engaged in the lives of our children. Knowing where kids are spending their time online, teaching them to recognize grooming and red flag behaviors. And this doesn't just go for our kids. This also goes for our grandkids. Because listen, I'm old enough to be a meemaw. And thank goodness my youngin' hadn't made me one yet. But still. And like my sister has young kids. And I talk to her about this a lot. Education is key about what to do in a situation. No, you never want to scare your kids. But you also want them to have the knowledge of what to do if a situation like this was to occur. Because, well, in 2026, it's not getting any better, guys. Keep communication open and shame-free when you're talking to your kids and your grandkids. Always remind them that they can ask for help from their teachers and that they can go to the police, that it's okay. It's okay if you see something, if something happens, it's okay to say something. Because I think a long time ago when I was a kid, I did have a couple of friends that felt they were basically shamed to not come forward about with what happened to them. And it really hurt them going into their adulthood because they never got over that pain, because it's like nobody believed them what they went through. And that is horrible, that any kid would be shamed into not speaking their truth about what happened to them. Never in my life. I'll be 52 in next weekend. And in no world is that ever going to be okay. Not for me. Not for anybody that I know. If you know something, I'm going to encourage you to go to the authorities and to report it. Sane Outlaw says, the extortion to share photos is awful. It breaks my heart and pisses me off. Well, Sane, that's why we have a lot of these kids out here that are taking their lives. And by the way, this stream, in case you didn't notice in the intro, it's for 18 plus only. Because the things that we talk about here are for adults only. Because as mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers and aunts and uncles, we have to have a place where we can talk about these things so that we know how to speak to our children. And having these important conversations are so very critical. So very critical. A lot of people don't even know what human trafficking is, and that is exploiting a person through force, fraud, or coercion. It can be sex trafficking, forced labor, domestic servitude, anyone under the age of 18 involved in a commercial sex act. It could be a highly profitable crime. It could be exploitation-based and does not require movement across borders or any type of transportation. It can be happening in somebody's home. And it's happening in your suburbs. It's happening in small towns, rural towns, and it's happening in cities. Okay, it's not like it's just happening in the bad parts of the United States. It's everywhere. And we are in a corridor down here with I-95 and I-40 here in the Carolinas. And plus, being a tourist city here in Myrtle Beach. Sorry, y'all, that's my washing machine. My house is on stilts, so my washing machine, when I have it on super spin, it makes a lot of racket. And it can happen to anyone, no matter the age, race, sex, ethnicity, nationality, immigration status, or socioeconomic class. Victims of human trafficking might be afraid to come forward, or they may not recognize the signs, even if it is happening right in front of them. And that's why educating your friends, your family, and your kids is so very important. So I encourage you guys to make sure if you see people sharing information about human trafficking, please share that out for everyone. Because we need to continue to not only educate ourselves, but we need to also educate for our children, our nieces, our nephews, our grandkids. We have to keep the word out. It's so very important that we talk about this because human trafficking is actually real. All right, I have one more video that I want to play you guys real quick, and then we'll get on to our next segment.
Well, January is National Human Trafficking Prevention Month, and right now the city of Columbia is asking for you to stay alert.
That's right. Human trafficking can happen right here, often hidden in very plain sight. It involves people being exploited through force, fraud, or coercion, and many victims are minors. Investigators say warning signs can include someone who looks fearful or controlled, does not have access to their ID, or appears isolated. And new state data shows the scope of this issue. In 2024, SLED investigated 285 trafficking tips statewide, involving nearly 400 potential victims. Here's what you can do right now. They always say trust your instincts. If someone is immediate danger, call 911. Otherwise, you can always contact the National Human Trafficking Hotline. That number is confidential and always available.
Well, King James.
Perfect. All right. Let me get myself back up here. Can y'all hear me okay? It said I took my audio out. So I need to know if y'all can hear me because it said you took your audio out. Hey, Bobo. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right. So, yes, being aware is key, saying for sure. Being aware is key. And I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all of you being here. Thank you, Pika. It said it took my microphone out. I just wanted to make sure y'all could hear me. All right. So I do have a few things that I want to catch you guys up that's been happening. Now, y'all know that John Paul Miller's case is going to be on Monday, the 12th. I am not going to be able to make it because I have an appointment that I have to go to. And so that's all the way out in Florence. That's about 2 hours from me. And I think court starts at 9 o'clock, which means I will be stuck in 501 traffic. It would be a mess. And then I would have to leave early because I would have to go to my appointment and drive all the way back 2 hours to make it to my appointment. So the Duke was like, no, that's probably not a good idea. So I was like, okay, but I will be still attending the Scott Spivey court case, and that will be in February, and I will attend all of those days. So we are going to have a lot to talk about. But I also wanted to bring this, in lieu of that, to light. Over the weekend, there was another road rage case that happened right up the street from my home. Just like Scott Spivey's road rage case happened 5 miles from my house. This happened on Highway 90, which was not very far, just a few miles from my home. And I heard all the cops going there. I mean, I knew that there was something that was happening. My phone was getting blown up. Somebody, unfortunately, had been unalived. And it was a road rage incident again. And I wanted to give you guys an update about that. I told you that I would. And I have a few things that I want to say about it. So if you'll give me a second, I want to find this video here. Okay. Let me share my screen so we can take a look at this. All right. This is WMBF News. Oh, of course, I don't have any volume. Hang on a second. All right, here we go.
To follow a deadly road rage shooting occurred along Highway 90 this morning in the Wampee community. Our Sydney Ryan was there as law enforcement investigated. She has reaction from the community.
I'm just a couple hundred feet away from the crime scene. Officials investigated today along Highway 90 and Star Bluff Road that they say was a road rage incident. One person is dead and another is in custody. The folks I spoke to in the nearby Wampee community are devastated by the news.
I'm absolutely devastated for something like this to happen and take place within my community. My heart reaches out to the family members involved.
A car crash turned shooting today along Highway 90 near Star Bluff Road.
Let me take you back right here. Not that far. Okay. Y'all see this white truck right here? This truck apparently belonged to Paul Greenwood, age 33. That's the gentleman who was shot. And I do have some video, because it was videoed, of the altercation that occurred before the incident, and of the arguing that happened before the incident happened, and the news did put it out. If you guys would like to watch that, let me know. I'll play it for you. I will play a trigger warning before I play it. So if you need to see yourself out for, 1 minute, then, you can do that. So let me know in the chat. I'll be looking at the chat. Let me know what you want to do. Oh, here I am over here on damn top messages on my phone. Listen, if you're on top messages, I don't even know why they have top messages. Please do not get stuck on top messages like Dutchie. Please switch to all messages in chat now if you want to see what everybody is saying instead of just a few of us. Help. Oh, Lord. Rhonda, you want to see it? I'm trying, Earthy. It's been a damn weekend, I tell you. Okay, we're going to watch this one, and then I will play it. So if anyone does not want to watch that second video, mods, if you can just, when I get ready to play that one, please give a trigger warning in the chat for anyone who may not want to watch that video. I had no idea that it had actually been videoed by someone standing by. There were people that were witnesses to this. And see, that's a whole different element of Scott Spivey, because the witnesses, there was no other witnesses filming it. There was only Weldon and Bradley, and it's their word against somebody who's deceased. There was nobody else that saw what happened. It's crazy.
Along Highway 90 near Star Bluff Road, which officials are now describing as road rage, claimed the life of Nichols resident Paul Jones Greenwood. Officials responded to the area after receiving a 911 call around 7:45 a.m. I spoke with an eyewitness to the shooting who was unable to go on camera, but gave me an account of the incident. Here's what she told me. Just after 7:30 a.m. this morning, the witness was traveling westbound on Highway 90. She says Greenwood was driving a white truck which collided with the witness's vehicle. Another car driven by the alleged shooter was also damaged in the incident. All three drivers pulled off to the side of the road, where the alleged shooter and Greenwood began to argue. The witness alleges she saw the other person retrieve a gun from his car before shooting Greenwood. The witness showed me a video she took of the incident in which I could hear what sounded like multiple gunshots. Folks in the surrounding community are shattered by this news.
And this was the first thing I heard this morning. My entire community is just distraught about the entire situation, and this kind of accident easily could have been prevented had there just been a little bit more patience.
With Chloe Roberts telling me she's praying for healing for everyone impacted by the shooting.
I just pray for some peace within the community. I hope that everyone can feel safe where they live and just not wake up with this much rage in their head.
We're working to learn more information about the incident.
Well, she ain't wrong there. We pray that too, but it doesn't always happen, does it? All right, let me get over here and I'll share this other video that I have. Just to make sure that because listen, I want to make sure that if y'all do not want to see this video, I mean, there's nothing gory or anything like that, but there is some serious arguments that's going on before that. So, I just want to give you the red flag. I want to let you guys know, we're doing a content.
Warning. This episode contains content that may be disturbing or sensitive to listeners. Discretion is advised.
By the way, did y'all know that is the Duke? That's his voice. That's the Duke doing my content warning for me. Love you, babe. He's probably listening. Okay, let's get over here to this video. This is from MBF News. Right here, you can see the article. Video shows show moments. Wait, don't start playing anything. Video shows moments leading up to deadly Horry County raid shooting. Right here. So this is about a 2-minute video. We can stop and chat about it if you guys want to, but I feel like it's pretty important to know the scene. So Duke should sing. He did sing for New Year's Eve. Were you here, Cash? We sang together and he played guitar. We'll do it again soon. We'll do it again soon. All right, let's see if I can expand this. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got here. Was that guy in a towel? What was going on here? Hang on a second. This is not the one I want. We don't need the guy in the towel. That's enough. Did y'all see that? That made me crack up. Ah, here we go. Did y'all see the guy in the towel? That was hilarious. You need him to make you one of those? I can send you one. Hey, can y'all imagine what these poor cops be seeing, y'all? That was from the Gwinnett Police Department. Apparently, that's the video after this one. Because, see, I'm on the same page. So it's the video after this one. See, because that's the same title. So it's a video after this. Lord, I don't know. I'm getting a little nervous about seeing this one. And as you can see, you're going to see him, the guy that is the shooter. He's going to be standing right here. And I guess this is his trailer. I guess. And I don't know. There's a white truck over here, and that belongs to Paul Greenwood. Rubber Robot, stop it. Saint says, I do try to imagine. Stop it. Yes, see, Rubber, it's 18 plus only. I cannot make any promises because we might go to the moon. All right, let me get over here and share this screen now. I think all right, I think this is it. All right. Now, see how this is the same article. Videos show moments leading up to deadly Horry County road rage shooting. And there's the guy that's wanted for the crimes. These people disgust me. So apparently that video is after this video. And here you can see the trailer. This is the guy that's the shooter right here. Let me see if I can enlarge this. It's not really going to let me make this very big, is it? Let me go back over here and I'm going to try to make it as large as I can. It's on the phone, so try to zoom in if you can. Hey, Twisty. Happy Sunday. It's prime time somewhere, Saint Outlaw. Lord. Okay, put your helmets and your seatbelts on, and if you need to put on your ear muffles or you got kids in the room, I cannot be responsible for what they fixing to watch or hear or see, because it's going to get dicey in this video. There's going to be some cussing. 2 men are going to be yelling at each other, and one of them's going to end up going to get a pew-pew out of his vehicle. Now, from what I understand, it doesn't show. And now this is released by the news. And like I said, this happened up from my house. I mean, Alan Wilson is running for governor. He is our attorney general. He is the one that says that Weldon Boyd should not be charged with the road rage murder against Scott Spivey, even though he followed Scott Spivey for 9 miles. That's not stand your ground. He literally pursued a man for 9 miles and then shot and killed him. And now you've got another man in the same this is within 5 miles of each other. Another road rage incident, and this guy goes and gets a pew pew out of his vehicle and unalives a man over them having a car accident. I cannot, in good conscience, vote for a man that is giving people that live in South Carolina the okay to just go, if you're not satisfied with how something's going, you can just go take your neighbor's life. Well, that's never going to be okay with me, because that is not justice. F you, Alan Wilson, for even giving these people something to, because that's what they're going to fall back on. Oh, well, it was a stand your ground. But was it? Or was you just being an asshole? This is not good. And how can anybody that is a tax-paying citizen feel safe if you're going to let people just willy-nilly take people's lives because you're unhappy in a situation, so you're just going to take matters into your own hands? You know what I'm saying? And I said this from the get-go. If you guys have watched me on this Scott Spivey case, I said, if you let a stand your ground defense go in the much discussed Scott Spivey case, then you will be setting a precedent that will likely lead to more shootings like this. And you know what? Alan Wilson's office did it anyway. They have sent a clear signal to people in South Carolina that it's okay to end disputes on the highway by unaliving each other. And that's what happened here, what I'm fixing to show you. This is just my 10 cents. But as a tax-paying citizen, this is also a see something, say something situation. You know what I'm saying? This affects me and my people. Like, you can feel how you want to feel about it, but this is my community. And I'm damn sure going to say something about that. You don't see me out here waving my pew-pews on a live stream or acting a fool or going around threatening people. Have some damn common sense. This is not how we conduct ourselves. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all are with me, or if y'all think I'm crazy. I mean, we have got to learn to have some self-control. Sometimes things happen. It's never crossed my mind that I was going to unalive somebody because I was in a car accident. I'm sorry. My mama did not raise me that way. Exactly, Cash. If you can't resolve it with words, then you should just go home and take a nap. Hey, TRPP, it's so good to see you, hon. I hope you're doing good. I hope you had a happy new year. All right, let's check this out. Get your seatbelts on. No more red flag moments.
How stupid are you? I don't give a about your insurance, you ignorant.
Okay, that guy is the one who is the pew-pewer. This guy right here. This one that's acting like he done lost all of his common sense right there. That's the one. That's the one that's sitting in the J. Reuben Long Detention Center right now. This one.
I ain't gotta do shit. I ain't gotta do shit.
And here is Paul Greenwood, 33, that lost his life.
Hit me. You hit me. I ain't gotta do shit.
What? Are y'all hearing that? You hit me. You hit me. Oh my heavens, Betsy. Ain't y'all got insurance? I mean, what in the hell? Oh my. Y'all, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get through this. Y'all still with me?
You dumb, you stupid.
Now look at, do you see Paul? Paul was over there being constructive, making a phone call to the cops or the insurance company. And then you got this fool over here. Wow. This is right down the street, y'all, from this is probably, I don't know. I think hubby said it was like 7 miles down the road. I don't know, it's out in the country. I just cannot even believe. Yes, he is angry, Hannah. It's a daggone car accident. Oh, y'all. That was a beat. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, man, put hands on you. I'm telling you, motherfucker. Come here, motherfucker. Hit me then. Get in my face. Do something, you pussy ass bitch.
Ooh, child. Honey, what? This is the guy who went to get the pew pew. Hey, Lindsay. But Paul was not taking it. Did you hear that? He was not having it. Let me go back here. Hold on. Is it gonna, will it not let me take it back? Oh, here we go.
Face, bitch. That's what I thought. That's what the
Wait a minute. Where can I?
thought. That's what the you don't know who the with.
Y'all, come on. Calm down, guys.
You got one more time to get in my You need one more time to get in my face.
Uh-oh, I think this is my,
I got one more time. Come on.
You see what's fixing to happen, right? Oh, there it is. He's fixing to go right now. I'm not playing the last part of this. No. Some of y'all need, listen, this is very sensitive. Yes, thank you, Pika. This man was ready to go from the jump. This what do we even have going on in this world, y'all? I can't even explain it, y'all. That about took me to the moon. He really needs to get some mental health help. See, kids don't realize adult dangers either, because it all looks like fun and games when you're playing Call of Duty on the Xbox, right? When you're playing Arc Raiders and doing all that shit, it looks like it's all fun and games. But wait till you out there and get in a car accident, and then you got some hothead screaming at you like that, and then you lose your life. See, it ain't Call of Duty anymore. What did Call of Duty do for you? Nothing. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it can happen just like that. This is why I don't be peopling. Okay, I stay to myself. I try to stay in my little house as much as possible. If I have to leave, I go where I got to go, and I come directly back home. Because I'm telling you, people be wild down here. People be wilding out. This is too much. But you know who that guy reminded me a lot of? He reminded me a lot of Weldon Boyd. Any Scott Spivey people in here that's been watching the Scott Spivey case and seen those videos of Weldon Boyd? I just want to know how many people think that the crazy guy reminded you a little bit of Weldon Boyd. I may have to make myself a little video comparing them. But this is the guy that's in J. Reuben Long right now because he was so tore up that he caught himself a murder charge. People are crazy, Shauna. That one was crazy. Lindsay said, yep, moving to Houston has changed the way I drive. I'm keeping my middle finger and my lead foot to myself. Hey, if you in Houston, you better be careful. That's a pretty place, though. Houston's pretty. But you don't want to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's for sure, too. You always got to make sure you always go somewhere with a friend. Never go anywhere by yourself. You know I tell y'all that. And that's because I love you and I care about you. If you're going to be out late, if you're going on a trip, I don't care if it's girls' weekend or if you're going out with your husband, if you're taking your kids, if you're taking your grandkids, don't you let them kids and them grandkids out of your sight. Don't you let go of them their hand. I don't care if you're coming to Myrtle Beach. Come on down to Myrtle Beach. But if you're going out on the Ocean Boulevard boardwalk and you taking them down to the Ferris wheel, don't you let go of their hand. I don't care if the sun is out. Don't you let them go run on the beach and not keep your eye on them, because somebody will whip that child right up and they'll disappear. I mean, it happens every year. Kids go missing. It ain't like it used to be in the 70s. We could stay out till the sun was getting ready to go down. As long as we was home before the sun went down, we was good. But it ain't like that now, y'all. So I just wanted to touch on that because that just happened, and I'm still not quite over that. So let's jump into some flyers. What y'all say? I got a few that I think y'all might need to see. We got a lot of kids missing right now, and some that have been found safe. So, and we still got some adults that are missing. So I want to make sure that I share this out. Also, I wanted to remind you, today is the 11th for Human Trafficking Day, but on the 14th, we also have another case that's coming up that I talked about on this channel, and that is the case of Marissa Carmichael. And I have shared this on my Facebook as well as on my YouTube community wall. This is her updated flyer. If you see it, please share it. Sarah, her mother, has recently spoken with the local news and given some interviews. I did share that as well. I encourage you to go over there and show her love and support. She is really going through it right now, guys. She needs your support. She needs you to please share this out. She did confide in me some things that may be going on in Marissa's case, and I'm not privileged to speak on that. All I can say right now is I do hope that they find Marissa and they find the person responsible for what's happened. And as soon as I'm able to talk more about that, I will. There is a $3,500 reward for a tip leading to the whereabouts of Marissa Carmichael. She has been missing from Greensboro, Guilford County, North Carolina. All my North Carolina people, y'all still in here? If you are watching this live right now, let me know in the chat. If you are watching this on the replay, leave me a comment. If you see Marissa Carmichael's flyer, please share this out. If you are local to Greensboro, High Point, Winston-Salem, and you need a copy of this flyer, hit me up in Discord, in my Facebook. I'll send you one. She was last seen on January 14th of 2024 in Greensboro at the Exxon station at 809 East Market Street in Greensboro in Guilford County. 25 years old at that time, biracial female, black with blonde braids, black and blonde braids, brown eyes. She is about 5 feet 4 inches tall, 260 pounds. According to her family, Marissa had went to a gas station after she left a nightclub, the Sofa Club, down in Greensboro. She was supposed to be at work, but her friend wanted her to lay out of work and go to the club with her, and so she did. And Marissa's mom said that wouldn't really like her to do that. It was odd that she even did that, but she did. And she basically showed up at this gas station. And let me just go ahead and preface this, that this side of town right there, it's a little shady. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, I've been up and down East Market. I mean, I'm from this area. I am from High Point, Greensboro, Winston-Salem area. So I know it. I know it. She said that she had been robbed. She said, I don't know where I am in Greensboro. I just got all my stuff thrown out of a car. A guy, took off with my phone, and I have no clue where I'm at. Marissa had told 911 dispatchers that she called from the gas station. They asked her to wait, but you know what happened? They didn't come immediately. No, they waited like 3 or 4 hours before they even came out there. But by the time the police got there, Marissa was gone. She wasn't even there. Because the cops, in my opinion, they should have went out there. Because something wasn't right. She has a heart tattoo on her face. She has a butterfly near her eye. She was last seen wearing a white Tweety Bird shirt, which is the picture in the middle of this flyer. This was taken at the Exxon station while she was standing there waiting. That Tweety Bird t-shirt, she had on blue jeans and she had on yellow sneakers. Now, this is a picture of Marissa's purse sitting on the Exxon station at the window. Marissa's supposed to have taken that purse with her, and it's never been found. Marissa's mama says she knows everything that's in that purse, and she needs to get that purse back. Where is it? Where is Marissa? Marissa has 5 kids, y'all. She has 5 children that miss their mom. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Marissa Carmichael, it is so important. Listen, you can remain anonymous. Please come forward. Say what you know about what you know that happened to Marissa. I can tell you there was a couple of new leads on Marissa's case, but Marissa's body was not found in Thomasville, Davidson County, North Carolina. And the lady who claimed that Marissa was in Fayetteville, well, it looks like that the lady in Fayetteville was not Marissa. So if you have been involved in this case, and you're aware of any of these rumors going around that these people are Marissa, they are in fact not. But there are a couple of new leads in the case, and that's all I can tell you guys right now. I wish I was able to divulge more, but we have to allow investigators to do a thorough investigation because the truth needs to come out. If you have any information and want to remain anonymous, please contact the Greensboro-Guilford County Crime Stoppers. That number is 336 373-1000, or you can call 911. Please do it for her children. Please do it for her mom. Her mom deserves that. Sarah, we are thinking of you. If you need anything, please reach out and let me know. This has been a very hard battle for her. And if you guys see this flyer, if you could please share it out for her, I know it would mean the world to her. And I appreciate that. I just wanted to make sure that it certainly is, Rhonda. It certainly is. And don't think that we aren't tore up about it. Hey, Lindsay, great city and best food I've ever eaten, which is saying a lot. Houston got some good food now. I did some training out there at Baylor when I was in college. I had to go out there for a aerodynamics technician training course out there at Baylor University and near Houston. And that was pretty nice. I think Baylor was near Houston. I think that was where I was at. Yeah. It was pretty nice out there. That's the only time I've ever been to Houston. I stayed for 2.5 weeks out there, and that was some good food for sure. Hey, Kaganuga, it's good to see you. I hope you're having a great Sunday. We're doing the daggone thing. I can't listen to much more drama at this moment. I can only digest what I can. So we're going to be out here doing some real work. You know, we're not going to be out here asking for people to send Dutchie a computer or, grifting money so that we can pay our light bill or anything like that. Listen, if you want to donate. If you want to help the channel so I can pay for StreamYard and all that, like every little bit helps. You want to send Harley a treat? Send Harley a treat. But if you just want to hit the like button and share this out to get these faces seen, like that's worth everything right there. Like, if you can support, that's great. But if you can't, we just appreciate you being here. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate you sharing these flyers. Like, that right there is the reason why I made my YouTube channel. And it really means a lot to me. Now, one of the next cases I got is Chloe Webb. Chloe is still missing here in York County, South Carolina. That is upward way of Rock Hill. That's just underneath Charlotte, North Carolina. That's right on the border of North and South Carolina up near Winthrop University. Very familiar with that area. It's up near where I went to college. If you have any information about Chloe Webb going missing, please contact Rock Hill, South Carolina Police Department at 803-329-7211. Chloe's been missing since December the 19th. It almost looked like she's got red, white, and blue hair. Kind of like Harley Quinn. She's 16 years old. She's a white female. She's listed on the NCMEC website. She's still actively missing. Of course, you see her NCIC number here on this flyer. You can also call NCMEC at 1-800-THE-LOST. And you can also dial 911 if you have seen Chloe Webb. I worry about these kids being out here on this street, especially because the temperatures are getting ready to get cold outside. In a lot of places out here on it's been warm, but you never know what's happened to some of these kids. And some of these kids are runaways. So it's good to keep their face out there because we don't know exactly what they're running from. You never can tell. So if you live out, all my Carolina people, if you live out there, if you can share these flyers out, it sure would help tremendously. You can find this on my Facebook, and you can find it on my my YouTube community wall if you guys would like to share that out. Hey, sporty girl. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. How are you? Next, we have got Kainua Rivers, excuse me. Kainua Rivers. She has been missing since December 13th of 2025. She is also 16 years old. She is a female. She is missing out of North Charleston, South Carolina. We have a lot of kids missing out of North Charleston, and she has not yet been found. Hang on one second. Okay. Sorry, that was Duke checking to see how much longer I was going to be. I said, we're on the missing flyer part. We in the home stretch, baby. I think he's going to make me some tuna. All right, now let me see what we can find on Kainua, because I think there might actually be a video. Y'all give me a second. Let me see if I can find that. No. Yeah, it's just a really it's just a really short video. Let's pop over here and we'll just see what it says real quick. Make sure there's nothing that we're missing here. Okay, this one is not even playing. That is so weird. There's the teenage girl. Apparently, this video does not want to play. I don't know why. Police in South Carolina need your help finding a missing teenage girl. According to North Charleston Police Department, Kainua Rivers was last seen Saturday in the Russelldale community. So calling all my South Carolina people down in Charleston. I don't know, maybe Chris will see this. She's 16, 4 feet 11 inches tall, 109 pounds. She was last seen wearing a pink sweater and blue jeans. That's a lot more information than Nick Mick gave me. If you have any information regarding her whereabouts, contact North Charleston Police Sergeant Washington at 843-740-2860. Beautiful young lady. I hope she's found safe. Hey, Chroma Chronicles. Good to see you. All right. And next we have Rain Jepson. That's missing. Let me see what else I can find here. This microphone is in my way. Let me move it. Let me see here. Rain has been missing since December 19th of 2025 in the Backacre Court area. Authorities are actively working to locate her. She's 17, reported missing in Greer, South Carolina. Calling all my South Carolina people. Now, I just got an update from Fox News, and it says she has a medical condition and she was found safe. Hang on. That's wonderful news. Nick Mick still has her as missing. So let's get over here and get the deets. Okay, that's all it says is that she's been found safe.
So I own a pool company, and Mac, who takes.
There's that video with the car thief captured wearing nothing but a tablecloth. Lord. Yep, 17-year-old with a medical condition ran away, has been found safe. Officers said Rain Jepson was last seen in Backacre Court on Friday, and she has been found safe. So, thank goodness for that. Rain Jepson has been located safe, guys. Thank God. I always like getting the good reports, you know. Next, we have Brianna Yao. Oh, and to let you also know, let me show you something real quick. Just so you'll know, here is the National Center for the Missing and Exploited Children. Who do y'all see right there? Rain Jepson. She is still on there, but it says she's been found safe. So, like, they don't even have the most recent. I didn't find anything on Chloe and Kenewa, so I think they both are probably still missing. So, next we have Brianna Yao, and I have a flyer for her. Let's see here. So we've got Brianna Yao missing. She's also from Rock Hill, York County, South Carolina. She has her NCIC number listed here, missing since December 19th of 2025 from Rock Hill. She is 16 years old. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Still actively missing. No updates. There's not even a video from the news on her. Sad. But she did not even get a little 5-second video from the news. I just went to videos. There's like nothing from like an actual news agency. There's some Instagram stuff, but I'm not seeing like an actual news station. Let me see if there's. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't see anything. All right, next we have Jaden Carpenter. We had just talked about her. She's still on my list of things. So I think we talked about her flyer last time. If you happen to see Jaden Carpenter's flyer, please do share it out for her sister. She's desperate to still find Jaden in Tennessee. That's not one of our Carolina regular flyers, but I like to keep her flyer posted up in case anybody needs it. If you need a copy of Jaden's flyer, you can find it on my community wall. You can also find it on my Facebook. We also have Help Find Jaden's group. So maybe she will be willing to come and speak to us and give us, a yearly update and let us know how things are going on Jaden's case. So, but this is Jaden Carpenter's flyer. Please do share it out. She is missing out of Columbia, Maury County, Tennessee, and this is one that we covered the last time. Our next flyer is Gabriella Rose Miller, missing out of Knoxville, Tennessee, and Gabriella is still missing. She has an NCIC number, missing since December the 20th of 2025. Out of Knoxville. She is also 16 years old. I'm seeing a lot of 16-year-olds. This is 2 pictures of her. And according to what I have on NickMix, she is still actively missing. Let me see if we have any other updates on her. Um, just looking for any updates that there may be. I see a lot of people sharing her information, so that's wonderful. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Gabriella, please do call Knoxville Police Department at 865-215-4010. And remember, you can call NCMEC at 1-800-THE-LOST. So all my Tennessee people, if you can share Jaden and Gabriella's flyer, we would really be grateful. We need to get their faces out there. Even my Carolina people, you just never know where people might be. She is. Yeah, she looks older than 16. And then we have Sharon Chestnut. He's missing local to me in Conway, Horry County, South Carolina. He was last seen on November 20th of 2025 around 10:45 p.m. around 502 Ridge Street in Conway. He was wearing a black jacket and sweatpants. He's 5 feet tall and weighs 170 pounds. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Sharon, please call Conway Police at 843-248-1790. He's been missing for quite some time, and I just went and looked for an update for him yesterday, and he is still unfortunately actively missing. And I just have to wonder, like, where do these kids go? It really worries me. And according to this, let's see. Looks like he went missing 4 or 5 times during the year of 2025. I see a few missing flyers for him. So where he's running to, I don't know. But I pray the Lord keeps him safe wherever he's at. Hey, Cindy, it's good to see you. Hope you're having a happy Sunday. Thanks for joining us. Now, we also still have Gracie Jonelle Jean Abbott and Daly Abbott. They are sisters, and they have been split apart. Apparently, they were removed from their parents. I'm not sure what the circumstances are, but they are siblings, and they have actually been separated in different homes. They must be in foster care because they continue to run away to get back to each other. As you can see, I'd actually made a flyer for them a few months ago. They were found. They were placed in different counties. Now, it looks like Gracie is missing out of Graniteville, South Carolina, which I think may be actually still in Aiken County. And then you have Daly, who was missing out of Columbia, South Carolina. Now, that could either be Florence or it could be Richland County. And apparently these girls continue to run away from their foster home to get back to each other. I can't, you know, can I say I blame them? I mean, if my sister and I were separated at a young age like that, I can't really speak to that. But two young, beautiful girls like this are very unsafe out there on the street, even if they have each other. But there's no telling what's happened. You know, I mean, not every foster home is bad, but not every foster home is good. That's a really good question, Cindy. I wish that I knew. I've covered them 3 or 4 times in the last year that they have run away, and every time I see them, they are in a different city. And that's what, when I ask a friend who actually works in CPS, she told me, yes, sometimes we have to do that because the previous person who was fostering them would not take them back because of whatever behavior. So they would have to find them a new place to put them. And sometimes that means, you know, separating them. So it is incredibly sad. So Gracie is, she's been missing since 11/27 from Graniteville. She's 16. And Daly's been missing since the 27th from Columbia. And by the way, the last 3 times they have gone missing on the exact same day. We think that they are obviously in contact with each other, and I guess they make a plan. If you have any information or if you have seen either one of these girls, please reach back out to the Aiken, South Carolina Department of Public Safety. Their number is 803-642-7620, or you can call NCMEC 1-800-THE-LOST. I really hope that they can be reunited with a family that, you know, will love them. I believe so too, Rose's Fall. I believe every child situation has their own story about what has happened that has put them in such a predicament. And we cannot even imagine the pain and grief that they may be experiencing from whatever they're going through, whether it's because they've been taken away out of their home with what they thought was loving, or whether it's because they've been put with people who are doing things to hurt them. It's heartbreaking not being able to feel like you can help more. Next, we have missing Cooper Bryant Crawford out of Oconee County, South Carolina. This is 16-year-old Cooper, and he was reported missing by the sheriff's office last Friday morning by a family member after leaving his home on West Oak Highway near Townville, South Carolina. And at that time, Cooper's direction of travel and clothing was unknown. New information obtained by investigators indicate from Anderson County, who possibly goes by the name of Aiden. Investigators believe that this adult male is white, 25 years old, and has a slim build with blonde hair. They believe that Cooper Crawford may be trafficked by this person. And they are putting warning signs out and asking people, if you have seen this Aiden guy that is with Cooper Crawford, like, please call the police immediately and let them know. I agree with you, Rose's Fall. They are twins. And that is even closer than siblings. To forcibly separate them is like cutting off a piece of them. I absolutely agree. And that kind of makes me angry that nobody would be willing to foster them together as twins. I just don't understand that at all. I agree, Rubber. And I'm not saying that these people by far make the best decisions for these kids, because I sometimes don't believe that some of these agencies do what is always best for these kids. It is a very sad, unfortunate situation all around. I wish I had the answers, but I do pray things get better for those girls, for all of these kids. We cannot imagine what they are living through. I had someone tell me the other day, well, the kids ran away if they wanted to. So who are you to try to find them? And I'm like, you have no idea what they're running from. What if someone is hurting them? What if someone is doing things that you would not even be able to wrap your mind around? Like, these kids might need help. Like, how dare you just say they wanted to run away because they didn't want to be found? How do you know that? How do you know these kids are not in big trouble, that someone's not hurting them? We need to protect the kids at all cost. Lord, now I sound like Ernie Shell. Except for that I actually mean it with good intentions. I don't mean it with like, let's get a grift going or anything like that. Lord have mercy. Okay, so here's something that somebody just sent me. Somebody told me that the grandmother is thinking about her grandson, Cooper, and that she prays he is safe, and that his brother Colton is also safe. Dale is missing. He's on the Oconee County Sheriff's missing people list, which is Cooper. This is Cooper Bryant Crawford, but she calls him Dale. His biological parents are both deceased, and his mother is my daughter. Cooper, if you see my post, Nana loves you. Please message me and I'll pick you up and take you to the police to get you help you might need, or help with getting whatever you're seeking. Don't be scared. Please let someone know that you're okay. Love so much, your Nana. That's heartbreaking. And she's got his picture on her Facebook. Bless her heart. I really hope they find him. He's about 5 feet 11 inches tall, 170 pounds, dark brown hair, blue eyes. He left his home Friday morning, 3 days ago. And that's really all the information that I have. Trying to see if there's any other updates. That's sad. Both of his parents are deceased. He's probably struggling. Cooper, if you're out there, we're thinking of you. And I hope you're able to get to a safe place and that you're able to get the help that you need. You're strong. You can do it. Hey, True Crime Zio. I hope all the kids are found safe too. Me, Shauna, I just hate to think kids are out there going without. Now, we did have a few good cases. We had Tyon Williams. He was located in Sumter County, South Carolina. We had Mackenzie Dalton. She was an endangered missing juvenile out of Lexington County, South Carolina. And she was located safe. And the guy that she was supposed to be with, his name was also Mackenzie, and he went to jail. So that was a good outcome. We still have Thomas Tip Baker, and the reason I'm sharing his flyer, he's an older man from Tennessee, Henry County. Tip was last seen January 3rd. He's 55 years old. He has ties to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, and Illinois, and possibly other states. So I'm calling on all my Carolina people. If you happen to see this guy, this is the flyer you need. There's the phone number right there. Hold on one second. Okay. All right, I'm back. This guy right here it says to contact Henry County Sheriff's Office at 731-642-1672. And again, this is Thomas Tip Baker at Henry County Sheriff's Office, 731-642-1672. If you're in any of these other states, in the Carolinas, Georgia, Virginia, Illinois, please keep an eye out and share this flyer if you happen to see it. We need to get the word out in case something's happened to him. He's 6'2", 200 to 250 pounds, brown eyes, brown hair, looks like his hair's cut short. Please keep an eye out for him. If you could share it, we'd appreciate it. Hey, Dukes, how are you doing? It's been a while since I see you. You doing good? It's nice to see you. And we also have Madison Isom. She has been located out of Anderson County, South Carolina. Thank goodness for that. She was endangered. And also Dion Thomas. She is still located on the NCMEC site, but she was missing out of Richland County, and she has been located safe, thank goodness. So I did want to let you guys know that she is still on the website, but she has been located safe. And this is Micaiah Smith, 17 years old. She was located safe in Indian Trail, North Carolina. That is Union County in the 704. All my 704 people, I know I have quite a few of those that drop in and out of this channel. Yeah, Dukes. Dukes is in South Carolina. Yes, ma'am. It's so good to see you. So we always like them when they're found safe. And here is Menasha Meredith, 17-year-old out of Greenville County, South Carolina. She was also located safe. That's a great report. We do have another one missing. He is out of Colleton County. This is Jeffrey Jethro. That's hard to say. Bellinger. And he was last seen on Christmas in the 800 block of Songbird Drive in Round O, South Carolina. Yes, y'all, that is a real town. Round O, South Carolina is a real town in Colleton County, down in the Low Country. If you have any information on Jeffrey Bellinger, he is 51 years old, 5'11", 210 pounds. You can call the Colleton County Sheriff's Office at 843-549-2211. I'm not sure if there's any circumstances about him missing, but I'm kind of curious. I got to ask. I just saw this one today. So oh, did that say? Oh, no, this is Live 5. Okay. Okay, let me see what we got here. let's see if we can, let's see what we can find out about Jeffrey. Here we go.
The Colleton County Sheriff's Office is asking the community for assistance in finding a missing man. The man on your screen right now is 51-year-old Jeffrey Bellinger. According to officials, he was last seen by his family near his home on Round O on Christmas Day, with no updates on his location or his condition ever since then. Anyone with any information on his location is urged to alert the authorities. That can be done so by calling the number on your screen right now. It is 843-549-2211.
So I own a pool company.
Okay, that was pretty short and succinct. So if you see Jeffrey's flyer, please share that out. And I'd like to give a shout out to the Aware Foundation for all of their flyers that I have featured along with mine tonight. I think one of those flyers actually came from, I think that was actually Anderson County itself, that flyer was, but most of these other flyers were from Kenny Gerald's at the Missing Aware Foundation. Please follow them on Facebook. Kenny is such a wonderful guy, and we appreciate all the work that he does for this community to keep faces out there. I do have a couple more flyers I want to show you real quick. This is Jasmine Karakuri, and this is out of Wintersville, Pitt County, North Carolina. She's been missing since December 29th, 17 years old. This is another listed person on the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I have shared this on my Facebook as well as on my YouTube community wall. If you see this, please do share it out. Yes, I did talk about that earlier, that Rain Jepson was found safe yesterday. I did show that. Thank you, Dukes. I appreciate you mentioning that. Yes, we did talk about that earlier. Thank goodness for that. I was so thrilled. So Jasmine is newly missing. I just got hers listed. Hey, baby. Okay. Hubby's fixing to put the tuna steaks on. He's letting me know. He's such a sweetie. We're almost done. We also have an unsolved homicide. If you happen to see this, I'm going to share this on my community wall. Christopher Jason Wayne Monger, October 14th of 2019, Creekside Court in Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. On Monday, October 14th, 2019, Mr. Monger was shot and killed on Creekside Court in Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. He was shot in the back and was able to get into his vehicle in an attempt to get away. He died from his injuries at Halifax Regional Medical Center. There is a $15,000 reward. All tips remain anonymous. You can call or text 252-406-6736. If you guys want to screenshot this, I'll also post it. I've shared it on my Facebook already, but I will share this if you guys will please share this out for his family. This number is to law enforcement. I would really appreciate it. I was asked if I would please share this to keep his cold case going, and I told them that I would be more than happy to do that. That was on your Nextdoor app, Dukes. Wow, that is crazy. Next, we have Amaya Maxine missing out of Florence, South Carolina. She was last seen on the 10th, which was yesterday. She's 16 years old, missing from Spring Branch Road in Florence, South Carolina. That's about 2 hours west of me. She was seen sometime between 11 p.m. On the 10th and 6 a.m. this morning. Amaya is described as 5 feet 2 inches tall, 140 pounds, with black hair in braids. She was last known to be wearing black leggings and black Nike hoodie. If you have seen Amaya Maxine, please contact the Florence County Sheriff's Office at 843-665-2121. This flyer is by Missing for the Missing, MFM. This is made by Tactical Hippie. So a big shout out to Tactical Hippie. They are on Facebook. And I'm going to go grab their link if you guys ever want to check them out. I don't know why I tried to give you a link to something that wasn't even it. I'm going to share their link. They share a lot of missing flyers. Listen, it takes a village. It takes a village for what we do. Like, I covered the Carolinas. Some people try to cover all over. I did try to cover all over for about 2 years, but I'm going to be honest, y'all, I'm just one person and I can only do what I can do. I have a lot of other things going on in my life, so I have to try to keep it succinct. If somebody needs a flyer for somewhere else, or even if it's in the Carolinas and I haven't made one, just reach out to me and ask me. But as far as like making flyers, I focus mainly on the Carolinas. But if you need one, don't hesitate. My email is actually, let me put it, trying to think where it's going to be. Do I have it in my banner? I don't think so, but I can probably drop it in chat. If you guys ever need to email me, I'm terrible about checking emails and getting back to people. I have a lot on my plate right now. But if you do need to email me about a flyer, please put flyer in the box, to the header, to let me know what it's about so that I'll see it and I can go make that flyer and get it sent to you. And like I said, it's free because of the wonderful members that we have here. Now, a couple more flyers, and I'm going to let y'all fly on out of here because it's Sunday. I know y'all are busy at 7 o'clock. The tea's probably going to start piping all over the YouTube streets. We have another missing teen, Nachala Johnson, out of Durham, North Carolina, calling all my North Carolina people. Missing since December 29th in Durham, 14 years old, y'all. We need to get this circulating. She is on the NCMEC site. Please, if you have any information, call Durham Police Department at 919-560-4600. You can call 911 or you can call NCMEC at 1-800-THE-LOST. Let me see if I see anything that's happening currently today with her. This actually just showed up last night while hubby and I were spending time together. And I was like, oh gosh, I need to make her a flyer. So while we were watching TV, I was making flyers. Y'all know me, I'm always doing something. This actually came out under North Carolina Center for Missing Alerts. And I'm going to share that with you guys now so that you can see it. Let me take this down. I had to go pull up that site so that y'all could see it. There we go. Yes. Nachala Johnson, 14. Female, black, 110 is her weight. 4 feet 11 inches tall is her height. Brown eyes, black hair. And there's the agency's phone number. That is actually, somebody sent this to me. So I went ahead and made her a flyer because they wanted to be able to share it out because they are from that area. If I have any people that are out near the Durham area or know people, can you guys please share this out to get this child's face seen? She's 14 years old. And it's going to get cold. It's going to get down in the 30s here next week. So that also worries me. So, oh, you're welcome, Dukes. It's so good to see you. It's been a while. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I'm trying to stay busy and keep my head down. I'm too tired for all this other stuff. All right, Denasia Flowers. Denasia, she is so pretty. She is missing out of Fayetteville. And listen, I had somebody ask me, they were like, Fayetteville, that's not in Hoke County. Honey, part of Fayetteville is in Hoke County. Most of Fayetteville is in Cumberland County. But there is a part of Fayetteville that is in Hoke County. And that just shows that y'all ain't from Fayetteville. Don't play with me. That's only like an hour from my house. Now listen, she is from the Hoke County side of Fayetteville, okay? 17 years old. She is female. She has long braids. If you see her, please keep an eye out. If you are from the Fayetteville, Cumberland, Moore County area, please share this out. I worry about what's happened. There's a lot of things going on in Fayetteville. All my Fayetteville people know this. It's not good. Big time trafficking there. So if you see this flyer, please do share it. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I spell this right. I'm looking up to make sure there's no updates on her. Let's see if there's anything. There is not one thing about this kid missing except for the fact that she is on the NCMEC site. There is not one news article. There isn't anything. That is really sad. There's nothing out there about this kid. Okay. Frustrates me. It frustrates me so bad. You're getting lessons from me? I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm teaching you anything or not. Now, I did just get this update. Oketha Willis, a 50-year-old Black female, she was located safe. Thank goodness. I have some friends out in Elizabeth City area, and I got a little bird that sent me a message and told me that Oketha Willis was located safe. She was considered missing and endangered. So I just want to tell that little bird, thank you for letting me know that Oketha was located safe. I have such good friends, like all over the Carolinas, and they will just like send me these little messages and say, hey, I saw you shared this flyer. They're safe. And I'm like, thank you so much. Listen, this is how it works. It's a chain event. We work together. Like, I don't know everything. It really takes a group effort. And I just appreciate you guys like being willing to share some of these faces out and help me get these people found. Also, another positive update, Gail Cheryl Wilson, missing out of Iron Station, Lincoln County, North Carolina. A little bird peeped me in and let me know she was located safe. She's got a couple of cognitive impairments, and they were very, very worried about her. And of course, you know, that's at the center of my heart. But I did get a little bird that peeped at me yesterday and let me know that Gail was safe. And I was able to get some sleep a little bit last night, because these are the ones that really, really worry me so much. So I wanted to let you guys know. We do still have Kevin Martin Hicks. He's still missing out in Randolph County. All my Randolph County people or surrounding areas. Kevin Martin's 44. He's been missing since July of 2025. He's been missing 6 months down in Ramseur. He was reported missing by his family. And apparently he was last seen in September of 2025 in Guilford County. But no description on clothes, what time it was, what the location was. Kevin Hicks is 5'8", and he's 140 pounds. He's got brown hair. He's got blue eyes. He's got multiple tattoos. He's kind of tall and skinny. He's got, I think he has a barbed wire tattoo on his right bicep. He's got a Ford Mustang logo on his right shoulder blade. And he's got a crown on his left elbow. And let me tell you, them elbow tattoos, they hurt. If you guys see this flyer, please share it out, because Randolph County is the biggest county in North Carolina. But there's a lot of woods. There's a lot of mountain ranges in there. We got Caraway Mountain. We got all kinds of hills, valleys, farms. Anything. It could be anything. If you see something, say something. If you see this flyer, share it. If you know something, call Randolph County Sheriff's Office. Okay, I got one last flyer. Marcus McCrae, Columbia, South Carolina. That's Richland County. I've had people tell me Marcus looks over 18. He does, but he is only 18 and he's missing. Marcus has been missing about 3 times in 2025. But his life still matters, and we still need to get awareness out to help find Marcus and bring him home safe to get him the help that he needs. Columbus Police Department, 803-252-2911. If you have seen Marcus or you have any information, please call the police. You can call Nick Mick at 1-800-THE-LOST. If you see something, say something. If you know something that's going on with any of these cases, any of these people that are missing, if you know something that they're going through and they need help, you can remain anonymous. Call and be that helping hand. These people need all the help that you can offer. And remember, January is Human Trafficking Month. If you see something, say something. Remember, this right here, I posted on my community wall. I encourage you to share this out. Go out there, research it, share. If you don't want to share what I have, share whatever you have. This is so important. Where do children spend their time? That's where predators go to find them. We can make a difference. We are making a difference. We are making a difference, and we're going to continue to make a difference. Thank you, members. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, subscribers. I really appreciate you guys so very much. I thank you for just choosing to spend a little bit of your time with me. We've been here a couple of hours. I'm going to let y'all go to it. Hubby's going to feed me some dinner. We're going to eat some tuna. I'm going to play y'all out on a little outro, and then we'll follow up, and we'll see y'all on Tuesday when we talk about some more Carolina folklore and see what we got in store for you. Hopefully I won't have to go out of town to my mom's, but I do want to thank each and every one of you for being here. And
Cause I be rapping gang, 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 gang. Posted with the gang, gang, gang.
Appreciate y'all so very much. Take care of each other, and remember, be kind out there. You never know when somebody might need a helping hand. Y'all take it easy. I'll see y'all later on. Bye now.
Dutch bus rolling in slow, Carolina dirt on the chrome. Let's go. Let's go. From the pines to the pier, we appear. Y'all come back now. You hear?
I've been digging in the dark, these cases are hell. Cold cases, crime and corruption, dust on the trail. Whispers in small towns, let's leave the stuff alone. But we bring it to the front porch like we will uncover every stone.
Thank you for riding on the Dutch bus, baby. To North and South Sea where it gets real crazy. You listen to the truth through the fear, through the tears. Y'all come back now, you hear? Thank you for standing when the pressure got heavy. Kept your heart wide open when the cases got messy. You stayed for the names, not the fame. With no fear, y'all come back now, you hear?
I see a mama with the flag stapled on the old church door. Sheriff say we on it, but that trail been cold for sure. We connecting all the counties from the coast to the hills. Every call, every tip, every text, we gon' track them still.
Politicians at the cookout shaking hands in cheap suits. I talk budget bodies, numbers, watch them all, dodge the truth. But y'all hit play, then replay, shared the link, said the names out loud. You turned up in living rooms, turned whispers into crowds.
From Charlotte down to Charleston, from Myrtle Beach to the Pines. If they're missing, they ain't forgotten. Not on Dutchess time.
For every face on a phone screen, for every case they free, we bring attention to cases till the families can breathe. numbers on paper. You're the reason we stay loud when you're tuning through the heartbreak. You became part of this crowd.
Thank you for riding on the Dutch bus, baby, through North and South Sea where it gets real crazy. You listen to the truth through the fear, through the tears. Y'all come back now, you're here.
Y'all come back.